Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram योऽन्तप्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्नाम् अन्याश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्
समचरण
समचरण
सरो
sorry
No, sorry, go ahead.
समचरणसरोजं सान्द्रनीलाम्बुधाभं जघननिहितपाणिं मण्डनं मण्डनानां तरुणतुलसीमाला कन्धरं कञ्जनेत्रं सधयधवलहासं विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि विठ्ठलं चिन्तयामि OV 501. Guru and the God are one, and one who worships with this belief is the real servant of the Guru. Others are having doubts. 502. He who does worship the Guru in order to be united with me is really the most fortunate in all the three worlds. 503. Now let us see what we mean by the term worship. The body of the disciple runs faster than the mind and is charged with an ambition to do everything for Guru by himself alone. 504. The more rigorous service he has to do, the more enthusiasm he gets. His whole body is as if dedicated for the service of the Guru. His rest is in the service of the Guru. 505. He does not take rest even for a minute due to his eagerness to serve his Guru. His desire for service increases, and with it, there is more and more pleasure. 506. Every moment, new urges and ideas of better service are rising in his mind. And in order to do real service to the Sadguru, he has as if surrendered himself totally at the feet of the Sadguru. 507. Laziness forgets to come near him. Rest has no scope there. As he is out of his own control due to the fever of devotion, he forgets to look at all other objects. 508. In this case, the thirst forgets water, the hunger forgets delicious food, and sleep is forgotten by him while serving his Guru in various ways. He does not, 509, he does not have time even for sleep. What place will the sleep have in this case? 510. There is name of the Sadguru on the tip of his tongue. Love for Sadguru is the highest activity for his body, which is constant karma. 511. He, being merged in the services to Sri Guru, forgets his family and his duty to them. He forgets his mind and he forgets what he is. 512. His enthusiasm in singing songs of praise, doing bhajan, is wonderful. He forgets even his body. Such is the greatness of service to the Guru, because the very soul of the disciple is offered at the feet of the Master. 513. Even then, if Guru is not near the disciple, the love and affection does not diminish. On the other hand, there is more intensity of emotion in that bhajan. 514. For the disciple, all his mind is riveted to the place of residence of the Guru, with the belief that his greatest duty is meditation on the glory of the Guru. He does not miss any effort to do service to the Guru. 515. By constant meditation on the image of Guru, it so happens that he establishes in his heart the image of the Guru, and then His deep interest in variety of songs becomes very deep. We cannot describe it in so many words. 516. His consciousness is like the full moon light, and his guru is the full moon. And for him, the disciple becomes the thirsty chakora bird, and the wisdom of the self is the nectar of the moon rays, which he constantly enjoys. 517. His inner space of consciousness is the sky, in which Sadguru is the sun, and the disciple becomes the magnifying glass. And using the rays of the sun, he burns the forest of Maya. 518. In the pool of the nectar of the bliss of the Guru, he becomes a small ripple, and feeling that everything is Guru, permeating in and surrounding him, the disciple holds deep respect in his heart for the Guru. 519. The disciple believes that his mother, the Sadguru, is the divine wish tree, and sitting under that tree, he prays for the boon of constant, undiminished devotion to Guru. 520. Or he thinks that Sadguru is Kamadhenu, and he himself is her calf, and he makes her lick him by the tongue of knowledge and drinks milk of the self-joy. 521. He prays his Guru, saying, "O Gurudev, I pray that I may be allowed to serve you in all respects, and you may please give me this boon." 522. When his Guru is pleased and placing his hand on the disciple's head gracefully gives him that boon, the mind of that disciple has an upsurge of joy, and he begins to exclaim, "Oh, my Guru has given me the boon. Blessed I am, fortunate I am." 523. Getting that boon, he begins to do service of the Guru with respect and love, selecting that mode which the Guru requires. The faith of the disciple in the devotion to his Guru is really blessed. There are many ways of offering service to the Guru. 524. For example, the disciple desires that he should be the mind, the intellect, and all the 10 organs of his Guru. 525. The disciple desires that he should be every object which his Guru enjoys, and he thinks that he will be the very image of ideal devotion of the Guru. 526. He wishes that he should be the earth on which Sadguru stands, and he should be the land where Sadguru walks. 527. He wants to become the water for washing the feet of Sadguru, the pot to hold that water, and he should be the person to wash the Guru's feet, and the person who takes the sacred water touched by the Guru's feet as tirth. 528. He says, "I will be the dust of my Guru's feet, and I will be the throne on which the Guru sits." 529. I will be the throne on which my Guru sits, and I will also be the soft cushion on the throne on which he sits comfortably. 530. He wants to become oil for the massage of Sadguru and the supporting cushion at his back. 531. He wants to be the footwear of his Sadguru. 532. He wants to be the breath of Sadguru and desires that he will come out of his nose as exhalation. He wants to be the scent which his Guru enjoys. 533. He wants to become every article which the Guru will look at. 534. He wants to be his Guru's ears to listen to the talk which his Guru likes. He wants to be that which his Guru likes. He wants to be the singer whose songs the Guru likes. 535. He wants to be the story which the Guru tells, and the words and letters and their meanings. 536. He says, "I will be the water which the Guru uses for his bath as well as for sipping." 537. He wants to be the clothes which the Guru should wear and the piece of cloth which the Guru would use for wiping his own feet. 538. He wants to be sandalwood paste which the Guru uses to apply on his body and the flower which is to be put on his feet. 539. He wants to be the plate and the food which the Guru eats and the sweet things as well as the person accompanying the Guru at the time of dinner. 540. He wants to be the ghee which is produced by heating the butter on the fire of desirelessness. 541. He wants to become the salt in the plate of his guru, which gives taste to every food article. And by using him, guru will make tasty any article which is lacking salt. 542. He wants to be the water which the guru drinks and also the relishing of satisfaction which the guru gives. 543. He wants to be everything which the guru finds sweet, and he wants to be everything which the guru likes and desires. 544. He wants to be warm water by which the Sadguru washes his hands, and even the pot in which the guru leaves that water, and even the drops of water sprinkled in that action. 545. He wants to be the fruit which people offer to the guru, and to be the fruitfulness of the fruit. 546. He even wishes to be a cat in order to be able to lick the used up plate of the guru. 547. He wishes to be the pure powder of sandalwood which the guru uses to clean his hands, and also the aromatic material his guru may use as after dinner chewing material. 548. He wants to be the betel nut which is cut to pieces by dropping the desire for fruit, and the betel leaf after removing the hard veins of lust, and wants to become the taste of that vida, tambul, in the mouth of his guru. 549. He wants to burn the hardness of ego and wants to be pure calcium of soham, which he applies to the betel leaf of peace and enters the mouth of his guru. 550. He says, I will be the katha of the best khaira wood, and I will be the color in my Sadguru's mouth. 551. He says, I will not allow the sputum of betel leaf to fall down on earth from the mouth of my guru. Even I will be the pot in which he puts the remnants of his tambul after chewing up. 552. He wishes to be the pot, the sputum, and the betel leaf, and also the chamara, which wards off the flies. 553. He wants to be the servant who offers the vida to the guru, and the servant who removes the remnants of that vida. He wishes to lie down on the guru like a small child. 554. He wishes to put around the neck of the guru the necklace of his own virtues, and also the lotus flower which his guru may playfully hold in his hand. 555. He desires to light the flame in the small lamp Niranjana to be waved respectfully before his guru, and to be the spot of light on the ground guided by which his guru may walk. 556. He says that he will sacrifice his life for his guru and will shoulder all his responsibilities and light with all his difficulties, and he wishes to carry proudly the stigma denoting his sacrifice on his face. 557. He wants to be the umbrella and the holder of the umbrella for his guru, the fan and the holder of fan for his guru. Thus he wants everything connected with the guru. 558. He wants to be the horse to bear the burden of his guru. 559. He wants to be the forerunner to his guru and the court singer to praise his guru. He also wants to be the Brahmin who recites Vedic hymns in the house of the guru. 560. Thus he wants to be everyone who does all these services for the guru, and also become the doorman of his guru's house, the milkman, the gardener, etc. 561. He decides that he will be that object which his guru will look at, and even at the risk of his life, he would not go anywhere else. 562. He says to himself, I will be the attentive listener to the story which my guru will be telling. By the grace of my guru, I will be a good orator with the gift of explaining the knowledge of the self. 563. When the great guru will give some good things in charity, I will be the poor, humble beggar. And when he will tell some secret from his heart, I will be the quiet atmosphere. 564. I will be the empty space around my guru, and when he will sit alone, and I will be the inner space of his consciousness when he will meditate. 565. I will be the seat in the vehicle where my guru will sit, and I will be the bearer who carries that vehicle. 566. I will carefully take care of the balance of that vehicle, and I will bear on my shoulder the front pole of it. I will have a good dialogue with the Guru at that time, and I will walk fast. 567. While being aware of and giving attention to the Guru, I will take long strides so that my feet will not get interlocked by haste. I will avoid and circumvent small or large mounds or ditches in the road. 568. There is likelihood of left or right inclination of my body due to one thought and another contrary thought, but I will keep balance, and having attention to the face of my Guru due to devotion, I will walk nicely. 569. Without going on the wrong path and without letting the front pole become unsteady, I will be the best bearer without expecting help from others. 570. While walking thus, more and more joy will be experienced by me. Taking a review of the road left behind, I will joyfully walk ahead. 571. Avoiding steep climbing, avoiding sudden fall or hesitating, fearing, running, being caught, avoiding all this, I will walk with great confidence. 572. When there will be places where we will have to climb or go downwards, I will avoid jolts to the vehicle by holding the pole on my head or shoulder or across my chest or elbows or hands and walk by carefully, putting every step forward, but will prevent any discomfort to my Guru. 573. He decides that he will be very steady and firm, though there may be a mound, a turn, climbing and descending path, or if his body will falter due to fatigue. 574. He decides that he will cross the canal of desire, control anger, avoid ditches, and holding the front pole of the palaki will walk steadily. 575. The mucky land of myness, the sense of belonging, catches a man, and he is bound by his relatives. The disciple says, I will not allow my feet to be wet in that mud, but I will go beyond. 576. The river of lust is very deep, and the water in it flows very fast. But the disciple says that he will not allow a single drop of that water to touch his master, but will take him to the other shore. 577. He says, I will keep my attention riveted to my master, and I will take care of the palaki on both sides and walk further. 578. He says, I will see that my master's comfort on the seat in the palaki will not be affected when I will carry his palaki very carefully. 579. The disciple says, I will be the dog at the door of my master, being fed on the remnants of food and remain awake 24 hours. 580. He says, if I see any strange person, I will bark at him with making the noise of Soham. I will sit in a pit of devotion, always attentive to my Guru. 581. In this way, the disciple keeps on thinking of various ways of serving his master. 582. Though by some reason he is away from his master, he is mentally near him due to his deep faith, and such a disciple becomes well versed in the wisdom of Atman because he is whole and soul sold out to his Guru. 583. The disciple may be near his Guru or away from him. His pranas are always ready at the door of the Guru for service. 584. By this one-pointed devotion, he gets the sharp weapon of the grace of the Guru. 585. He sharpens that weapon on the stone of desirelessness and makes it shine by the sense of unity with the Guru. 586. That weapon was held by the hilt in the hand of sense of unity, and the wielder of the weapon and the weapon were one thing. And then the disciple is ready to dissect the binding worldly life. 587. As soon as he aims his weapon, the tree of the worldly life is cut to pieces without actually being hit. 588. The passion of the subtle body, which is the concept of our mind, should be snapped, and we should always be alert with courage, not to be enticed. This is the cutting of the said tree. 589. As soon as there is self-realization, all other efforts and penances become superfluous, just as when hunger is satisfied, all the delicacies remain in the pots as they are not further required. 590. When there is complete satisfaction, nobody will even put nectar to his mouth. Similarly, when we attain Brahman, we should drop all the intentional activities towards self-realization. 591. Having this fact in my mind, I have earlier told you that you should give up all efforts together with positive actions or withdrawal from actions. 592. When one reaches the state of the absolute Brahman, all the rules of karma and duty laid down by Vedas become useless, and the ashrama and varna are also meaningless. This is the spirit, the meaning of renunciation. 593. A man in his dream fell in a well while walking hurriedly, and when he was awake, he tried to climb out of the well. As that is absurd, so also to be attached to spiritual efforts even after liberation is absurd. 594. Who will foolishly use a plow in a field where the crop is already taken? Or who will go out to beg from door to door when the goddess of riches, the goddess Lakshmi, has come to stay in the house? 595. Who will put ointment in the eyes for divine vision when the treasure is already at hand? So who will in vain indulge in spiritual practices after attaining self-knowledge? 596. Oh, Uddhava, what I told you about withdrawal after having self-knowledge is that we should give up every desire arising in our mind. 597. Unless the food prepared has become lukewarm, if we try to eat it, our mouth will be burnt, and even the cook will not know the taste of that food when it is hot. 598. A mango fruit is sour, though it is otherwise ready. But when it is properly stored in the grass for ripening, then its sweetness is known by our nose without actually eating it. 599. When mangoes are stored, we have to take care to keep each mango 600 untouched by another mango. Otherwise, by contact with each other, the mangoes are spoiled and the whole box is wasted. If these mangoes are properly ripened, their sweetness is felt. 601. The enemy may be defeated and the flag of victory may be hoisted, but unless the weapons and the armor are not taken out, the soldier cannot take real rest. 602. A woman may deliver a child and she may be happy about it, but unless she witnesses the naming ceremony, we cannot expect her to really rejoice by the childbirth. 603. When a man dies and his body is properly burnt, the days of mourning are still there, and real purification is done when people take bath at the end of that period. 604. Similarly, when ignorance is no more, there is still the pride of knowledge, and when that pride is given up, then only there is the state of self-bliss. 605. Pride of both the knowledge and ignorance becomes a binding factor. Just as a man impaled on the stake of ordinary wood or sandalwood definitely dies. That is, his death is certain. 606. If we remove the iron fetters around a man's feet and put the golden fetters there, his pain and obstruction to walk will remain the same. 607. Please remember that even the pride in saying that I am Brahman is destructive to the actual state of Brahman. Please listen why that is so. 608. The salt is derived from water and it dissolves in that water. The pearl is also developed in water, but it is hard and does not dissolve. 609. The pearl is hard and it becomes sewn in the golden thread and becomes a part of ornament. It is not free. 610. If there is pride in a man who is ignorant, his pride is easy to be wiped out by knowledge. But when there is pride of knowledge and pride of being free, it is hard to be done away with. 611. An earthen pot, if not properly baked, cannot retain water in it. But if it is properly baked, it becomes hard and can be used for storage of water. That clay does not again mix up with the earth. 612. Similarly, because of ignorance only, the worldly life is powerful and binds us. And we have to destroy ignorance by knowledge. And when that work is done, the knowledge is also to be put aside. It is taken out a thorn from our body by using a thorn and then throwing that thorn also away when its work is done. 630. If we put aside knowledge and ignorance together, well within our reach, it is possible that they may affect us again. So it is wise to get rid of both of them completely. 614. Pride is always detrimental to freedom. It does not matter if the pride is about a good thing like knowledge or an undesirable thing like ignorance. So the really wise people give up pride in all forms. 615. Oh, Uddhava, you have attained my position by devotion. Now, why should you bother about many troublesome practices? 616. By worshipping me with devotion, you are Brahman. And therefore, to listen to the scriptures and acquired knowledge should be given up by you totally. 617. This is the essence of my advice given to you just now, and I have explained it to you. 618. O Uddhava, the best sadhana for a disciple is to worship his guru and nothing else, because by that only the seeker attains the bliss of Brahman. This is the truth. This is the truth. 619. The man who really worships his guru and serves the feet of the master sincerely enjoys the state of Satchit Anand, which is nothing but Brahman. O Uddhava, no one should raise any doubt about this eternal truth. 620. Having spoken these words, the Lord Sri Krishna embraced Uddhava with tremendous love. 621. The heart of Uddhava became united with the emotion of the Lord, and both the questions and answers stopped because the words were eaten by words. 622. All the 4 levels of speech became quiet. The jiva forgot its state, and Janardana, who is one with Eknath and who is like cloud of self-bliss to the devotees, became totally satisfied. 623. Thus, in this 12th chapter, the essence of true devotion is explained. That essence is described in one sentence. The devotees are fortunate to be united with the Lord Sri Krishna by the faithful worship of Guru. 624. The only way for attainment of Atman is the Bhavartha, true devotion. If you do not have true devotion, all your efforts are only so much hard work. 625. The repetition of God's name, to observe penance and vows, to perform rituals and sacrifices, to give in charity, are all meant for developing devotion in our heart. And blessed is his life who has this faith, this devotion, this love for God in his heart. 626. To attain the birth of a human being is great fortune. To be able to have the company of saints is still greater fortune. And those who are enjoying the devotion to God with great love are the most fortunate and blessed. 627. The saint Eknath further says, now Uddhava will be asking the Lord about the story of Hansa Gita, in which it is said that those who are completely merged in the devotion of the Lord forget the mundane objects totally. 628. That story is very interesting, in which there is pure wisdom of the Brahman, and I request the listeners to please listen attentively. Here ends the 12th chapter of the 11th Skandha of the commentary in Marathi by Saint Eknath on Bhagavata Mahapurana.
Awesome. I didn't deliberately stop you because it was coming to the climax, and we should not stop there, but read that conclusion. Otherwise, we would have stopped in halfway, and that sweetness of that Krishna telling to Uddhava, that we would have lost. So deliberately didn't stop. Such fantastic reading, Ms. Ajitji. Wow. Please share your thoughts.
I'll just off. Yeah. So actually, it was so immersed in devotion. This each and every OV, it was totally captivating.
Yes.
Yeah. But some of the things, he wants to be everything to the guru. So
Yes.
each and everything around, like even the sputum, the betel needs food. That is totally and some verses like words being eaten by the words, like that means total silence in presence of the Guru. That all this, the feet of the Guru, everything around, everything actually, the pot, the water, the feet of the Guru, the dust in the Guru's feet. And I think sometimes what I remember is I have seen this in Swami Tejomandi when he sang this bhajan to Gurudev. He sang this Gurudeva Tava Mahaniya Kripano. When he sang that, I could see that he actually teared, and it was like totally that bhava of the devotion was coming. Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Amazing.
there is no words to explain, but it is just like everything is pure love and devotion. This whole chapter was this part was full of devotion.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Then there were two typical Marathi words. One is vida. Vida means what we say mitha pan or pan when it is, the betel leaf when its whole structure is ready to eat. That is what we say pan. So it's not only the betel leaf. Betel leaf with its ingredient and ready to put in mouth. So that's a Marathi word. Vida.
Yes,
That means that
I
whole.
was pronouncing it wrongly. I was saying Vida or something like that.
Veena, you said it correctly. And then in 550, we get another Marathi word that is, you said katha, but it is actually katha. Katha is one bark of the tree, like how you would have a beetle nut scraped, like that the scrapings will be there. So that is also called as katha. So these were two Marathi words into it. Amazing, excellent. So tomorrow, Lataji, she would open the 13th chapter for us, and I think Hamsa Gita is coming into it. Again, it's going to be very nectarine. Okay, over to the closing prayers because it's already 5 minutes.
ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु.
Thank you, Sajiv ji. Thank you, everyone, for joining.
you.
Hari Om. Hari Om.
Hari.
Hari Om. Thank you.